Okay, it is time for the last mission in the family/dining room for the week. Now, if you choose to do the mission and don't choose to do a different mission or decluttering or whatever, you're really not going to need the podcast because it is a detailed vacuuming session. So there you go. If you don't know what that entails, keep listening. If you do know what that entails, obviously you won't be able to hear me when you start vacuuming. So have a great day. Don't forget to set your timer for 15 minutes and I'll talk to you later. So 15 minutes on the clock for those of you who don't know what a detailed vacuuming session is. And here we go. First of all, I don't want to hear from nobody out there. How can you not know what a detailed vacuuming session is? There are plenty of people out there that were never taught. They don't know. And this whole channel is about learning and learning how to do things this way while still adapting your own style. So, during the weekly home blessing, how do we vacuum, right? We vacuum for 8 minutes and we don't move a single piece of furniture. We don't move a single piece of clutter, right? That's how we vacuum. That is what we do on a weekly basis, and it does make a huge difference, all right? I am not debating that. But like I've said time and time again, these missions, if you choose to accept them, are about doing the detail cleaning. So now that we come to the detail vacuuming, what you...
Don't forget to check out my one, the tornadoes.
You are going to want to start by pulling things away from the edge of your room. All right? If you cannot safely move a piece of furniture, don't move it. I am not going to have anybody putting comments down that, hey, Renee, you told me to move my entertainment center and now my TV is smashed on the floor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you can safely move the furniture by yourself or with help or however you're doing it, go ahead. If you can't, I will explain to you how to get it done without moving it. All right? So we are starting by pulling things away from the edge of the room. Okay? As far into the center if you can. Now, if you have boxes, if you have clutter, if you have things that don't belong, if you have lots of magazines or whatever else, it's going to take you a little bit longer. I throw anything, if I'm doing a detailed cleaning session, especially with vacuuming, I throw everything either on the couch or on the coffee table just to get it up off the floor. And then I have one central space, either the couch or the coffee table, that I can then pick up and put away from without having to bend all the way down to the floor. So, get everything up into the center as much as possible. You are then going to take your edger brush or your broom if you've got hardwood floors, and you're going to get the corners. When you get the corners, just take that vacuuming wand or your broom and go right up the corner crease of the wall. So go ahead, get that done. Pause the video if you need to, although then you better be setting your timer for 15 minutes. And here we go. So get all the corners of the room and the edges where the baseboards are or the molding or whatever your term for it is. Once you have gotten that done, you're going to take your vacuum cleaner or you're going to take your broom or whatever, and you're going to go around the edge with the main brush roller head. Not all of our vacuum cleaners have edge-to-edge technology, as my son has so dearly pointed out to me. So by going around with the crevice tool or whatever, you are then, with the wand, you are then getting that edge-to-edge cleaning done. So now we're going through just with the brush roller on the vacuum or with the broom, and we're taking care of it. Now, for those pieces of furniture that you cannot move, This is where the vacuum cleaning wand comes in handy. You can either attach the dusting brush or the crevice tool or whatever and use that, or if you have a fabric attachment, like an upholstery attachment, attach that. This is where you can go under those pieces of furniture that you cannot move. For entertainment centers, use the crevice tool. You can get them behind the entertainment centers. Don't forget to also clean off those extension cords or just plain old cords that are plugged in. You want to keep those clean and free of dust as well. So as you're going through, if you don't have a hose attachment, which most vacuums do, even if you have lost all the accessories for your hose attachment, okay, you can still do this just with the hose. It might be a little bit harder, but you can. So use that. I have actually used a funnel and put it on the end of my vacuum cleaner when I didn't have an attachment and used it that way. So, yes, it did. So that can help you get to the places that you cannot move the furniture. Now, the upholstery attachment is then wonderful for vacuuming underneath those items that you could not, like chairs and couches and stuff like that, or coffee tables if you can't move your coffee table. Use that attachment for getting in, and then the crevice tool for getting around the legs and stuff like that. Once we have done the edges, now it is time to slide the furniture back, okay? If you need to vacuum a little farther out, make sure you vacuum the entire space that your furniture is going back into, okay? Once you have gotten those spaces vacuumed, you're going to put the furniture back where it was. Now, 2 days ago, we already vacuumed all of our furniture or wiped it down, so that's in good shape. And when we got rid of things that didn't belong, we wiped down the coffee table, we wiped down everything else. And with doing our 2-minute hotspot drills this week, we are also taking care that once we get the things put away, we are wiping things down to finish the cycle completely. All right, so the edges are now taken care of. The corners of the walls are taken care of. The inside 12 inches of the carpeting are taken care of. Underneath the furniture is taken care of. And the furniture is all back where it belongs. Now, we're going to take the time to vacuum the rest of the room. Like I said, if you have piles, pick them up, put them somewhere temporary, just for this mission. And then you can either choose to go through them or put them right back or get them out of your life and get rid of them. It doesn't matter what you choose, just you got to choose one of those because honestly, those are the only 3 options. So, get the rest of the carpeting vacuumed. Make sure you're picking up piles or moving piles or whatever you need to do to get the rest of the vacuuming done. Now, if you need to go into the family room, it is going to be the same process. First, bring all the furniture as close to the center of the room as you can, safely. Then you're going to use the edging tool to go around the edge of the room and also hit the corners of the walls. Once you do that, you are going to take your vacuum cleaner and get the next 12, 14, however wide your vacuum cleaner is, inches all the way around the room. Now, why use the crevice tool first and then use the thing and not just switch back and forth? Well, because that's a lot of extra work having to switch back and forth. And I am all about working smarter, not harder. You are then going to do the same thing. You're going to vacuum the area and where the furniture is going to go back. So once you get that done, then put the furniture back. Any piles that are around the room, you're going to want to get up on the couch or on the desk or whatever else is in the family room, so that way they're off the floor. And then you're going to want to vacuum the rest of the room. then we need to actually take a look at those piles. What is in those piles? Is it stuff that, oh yeah, I'm going to get to this? Is it important? Is it not very important? Is it urgent? Is it something that should have been put away a couple months ago? Is it something that you are actively currently working on? Because yes, that happens too. So leave that stuff there and then take care of the stuff, donate it, find a home for it, or throw it out for the rest of the stuff that's in those boxes. Now, here's another little hint that I should have put in on Friday's 5-minute room rescue. But I'm going to tell you now. If you have been going 6 months trying to find a home for a certain item and it doesn't work and you just don't know where to put it and you can't come up with any ideas and you just don't know and you just don't know and you just don't know and you just don't know, I want to tell you right now, the home for that item may very well be not in your home. It may be in somebody else's home, and it's time to get rid of it. Now, there are some things that are sentimental and all that stuff like that. Well, you can find a keepsake box or chest or drawer or whatever, and that's where those things go. But if I'm talking about a coffee maker or a radio or Alexa or
If you don't know who Alexa is, maybe this little speaker thing allows you to play music, do math
on it. Yep. Stuffed animals, maybe kitchen tools, crafting supplies. Come on, you guys know the drill. Just look at your corners.
Guys, kids, if you like me, you have lots of animals, and let's put some of them on vacation.
Yep, we put some stuffed animals on vacation, and then they come out when they're done on vacation, and then other animals go on vacation. So, but if you cannot find homes for these items, it very well may be that that item's home is not in your home. Yep, it may need to go to somebody else's home. So, all right, we've got 3 minutes left. Depending upon your vacuum cleaner, this is only going to work for some people. Now what I want you to do is I want you to check the filters. When was the last time you cleaned your filters? They need to be cleaned on a regular basis in order for your vacuum cleaner to work well. I have also cleaned in a home where they didn't understand that you actually needed to empty the dustbin. And they couldn't figure out why their vacuum cleaner couldn't work. And I will tell you that when I went to go empty the dustbin, I opened it out and all that dust in there did not move. It was so solid and compact in there, it was actually kind of scary. So empty out your dustbin. Wipe out the dustbin with a damp towel. Wipe off the filters or vacuum the filters with a different vacuum if you have another vacuum, if they can get rinsed off in water. Most HEPA filters cannot, but regular filters can get rinsed off in water, and then you just need to put them someplace warm in order for them to dry fully before you put them back into your vacuum cleaner. Take a damp rag, wipe down the outside of the vacuum cleaner, the handle, the cords, the head of the vacuum cleaner, and all that. Yes, guess what? We're cleaning our cleaning products. And then also make sure that everything is clog free. Check your brush roller. Make sure that first the vacuum cleaner is unplugged, and second that it is not clogged up with a lot of hair. If it is, take the time to cut it out.
Oh, and also, here, here's one thing. Say you clean out everything, right? Except for the hose. When you use the hose, you're like, what
Slow
is that?
down. Slow down.
Okay. Say you know how you clean your vacuum out, right? But then sometimes when you turn it on, you're like, why is my vacuum have no suction? That's because you did not clean out the hose.
Mm-hmm.
Hose can get clogged up too.
Yes, it can. So you want to clean up the hose. And just make sure the whole thing is in good working order. Wrap up the cord, and in this last under a minute, go put your vacuum cleaner back where it belongs. Not someplace convenient, back where it belongs, where you go to look for it, where its home is. Take these last couple of seconds and go and do that. Now, stop and look once you get the vacuum cleaner put away at how amazing your room looks. Because if you go from one task to the next, you're not giving yourself a chance to appreciate your wins. And pretty soon those wins aren't going to matter, and all you're going to be looking at is what I haven't done yet. So, 15 minutes are up. I will talk to you tomorrow, and we will be heading into zone 1 tomorrow. All right, bye.